Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from San Anita Park here on Saturday. It is May the 28th, 2016. I'm going to look at the stakes races. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections. The stakes races I will be looking at are races 1, 4, 5, 8, and 10. Races 1, 4, 5, 8, and 10. I don't know why they just couldn't keep them back to back to back. That's how I like it. I hate when they, put them all across the card. It's just something I despise and just despise a lot. So let's get on to it. Today's stakes action. To today's first race, the first running of the Lenny from Malibu Stakes. Purse $100,000. It's for California breds, 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of only 5 horses going about 6 1/2 furlongs down the hillside turf course. Very nice race, I must say. 6 1/2 down the hillside turf course. And my top selection, I'm going to go to the 3 horses top selection. Number 3, Ambitious Brew. Gonna put this horse in a trifecta. Gonna go 3-1-2, 3-1-2. But number 3, Ambitious Brew, 7-5. Flavian Pratt, last time out, hasn't started since October the 12th, going down the hill here at San Anita, 6 1/2 furlongs in the California Flag Stakes. This horse finished 6th by 10 lengths that day. I had to be Van Doff that day because this horse bled. It just wasn't this horse just wasn't 100% that day. Start before I was at Los Al in the E.V. Johnson Stakes. This horse won by 1 3/4 lengths that day. Was on the lead basically, or stalking the lead all throughout, and just had a very nice run that day on the dirt. And then the California Dreamin' Stakes at Del Mar, mile 16, July 26th, finished 5th by length that day. It was just a bit outkicked. But going down the hill, this horse has a very good record. His best races have been coming downhill. Let's say that. Sensational Star of 2015, in February of 2015 here at San Anita, this horse finished 2nd by length. In the Breeders' Cup Sprint of 2014, this horse finished 7th by 3 lengths, and an all-out finish. Remember that day. And then the Sensational Star of 2014, he had a very long break between the Sensational Star, and then he ran the Eddie D, and then to the Breeders' Cup. He won the Sensational Star of 2014 by half length. That was the horse's last win going down the hill, but I think this horse should really have a great run today. 7-5. I know there's not a lot you can do with the price, but if this horse is 100%, watch out for this one, the 6-year-old gelding. So to recap my bets for race number 1 from San Anita Park, the Lenny from Malibu, the inaugural running of it. Gonna go with the 3 horse. Gonna do trifecta 3-1-2, 3-1-2. So now let's get on to race number 4. The 4th race from Santa Anita is the 21st running of the Malaire Stakes. Purse $200,000. It's for California breds, fillies, 3-year-olds. We have 6 fillies traveling the distance of ground of a mile 16th. I might have a pick 5 ticket. I have to see because this race is a definite single, I would think. To the 1 horse who is my top selection. Who is the 1 horse, Enola Gray. Very good looking horse, in this spot. I would single, but in the superfecta wagering, I would go 1-3-6-2, 1-3-6-2. Play for $1, maybe you could get lucky with this one. But number 1, Enola Gray. 2-5 favorite here for Tyler Bays. Phil Diamato trains this one. Looks very, very hard to beat in the spot. Last time out, San Anita 6 1/2 furlongs, April 10th, and maiden special weight for $57,000. This horse won by 16 1/4 lengths, and just ridden out that day. Very, very good run for this horse. Probably one of the best races of the year so far at San Anita, of winners wise. Then that was the horse's only start. He's been training pretty good. If you just training 5 furlongs at San Anita, 101 and 2, 26 best workout, 25, and a 6 furlong workout, 112 and 4, the best workout of 2. So just looking at this horse's training patterns, she looks quite ready to go. What she did last time out was just amazing. Basically, going longer today, this horse should do very well. 2-5 favorite. You don't see a lot in Southern California. The last time I saw a favorite this heavy in the morning line, probably Songbird in the San Anita Oaks, something like that. But it looks very hard to beat in the spot. Probably single in the pick 5, pick 4 tickets. So gonna go with this one. So to recap my bets for the 4th race from San Anita, it's the Malaire, the 21st running of the Malaire Stakes. Gonna go with the 1 horse, Enola Gray. Gonna do a superfecta 1-3-6-2, 1-3-6-2 in the Malaire. So now let's get on to race number 5 from San Anita Park. It's the 23rd running of the Snow Chief Stakes. Purse $200,000. It's for California breds, 3-year-olds. We have a field of 6 3-year-olds traveling a mile and 1/8 on the main track. Formerly run at Hollywood Park, usually at the end of April. This race used to be run with those California, sire stake kind of races. This used to be the big one. Still gets a $200,000 purse. Now it's on the turf. But we have 6 horses, and I'm gonna go to the 5 horses top selection. Tough it out at 2 to 1. Gonna put this horse on a superfecta ticket. Gonna go 5-4-6-1. 5-4-6-1. Number 5, Tough It Out, 2 to 1, Joe Talmo, Phil D'Amato, this 3-year-old gelding. Reported as a gelding on the 18th of October of 2015, but last time out in the Silky Sullivan Stakes at Golden Gate Fields on May the 1st. This horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths. Had a bid that day. It was a little bit wide, but had a bid. It was a decent second place finish. The winner, Gold Rush Dancer, is running back into this race. Who is Gold Rush Dancer, who is the 6th horse, who I actually had that day. It was 8 to 1. A very nice win for that horse. But start before that was actually at San Anita, 6.5 furlongs, April the 9th in the Echo Eddy Stakes. Horse won by 4.5 lengths. It just rallied to a very nice victory. And then at San Anita, mile 16th on the 25th of March, an allowance race 58,000. This horse finished 4th by 3.5 lengths. It wasn't the best run, but the horses, two of the horses' turf starts have been pretty impressive. Won a race at Del Mar and finished second in the Silky Sullivan for 100 grand last time out. Looks in this spot. I'm gonna go take my shot with this 2 to 1 shot. Like I said, I do like the 6 horse also, who is Gold Rush Dancer, and who's the other one, and the 4 horse Midnight Ming. I would probably, in the pick 4, I would probably use all 3 of them. I would probably go 5-4-6. I would use 5-4-6 in the pick 5. Maybe I would single down. I have to see how much the tickets cost, because the second race is a pick 5. Is a 2-year-old race, and it can be sometimes difficult. So gonna go with this one. So recap my bets for race number 5 from San Anita Parks to Snow Chief Stakes. Gonna go with the 5 horse here, who is Tough It Out. Gonna do a superfecta 5-4-6-1. So now let's get on to race number 8. The 8th race from Santa Anita. It is the 14th running of the Tisnow Stakes, purse $150,000 for Golden State eligible 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 7 horses traveling a mile here. 1 mile they have ahead of them. And my top selection here is going to go to the 6 horse. Top selection, number 6, Soy Fat at 4 to 1, Kent DeSormo. This 8-year-old gelding, reported as a gelding on the 17th of June of 2010. But last time out, this horse ran at Los Al 1 mile in the Petrando Stakes for $100,000. This horse finished second by a half length that day. Was a little bit wide, but was closing up very good that day. Need a little extra. He does really good, this horse, at Los Al. Then at San Anita, mile 8th in the optional 6-2 claimer, 9 horses 2. This horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths that day. This horse was just pulling a little bit that day. He's a little bit wide. It wasn't the best run. Good second place finish though. And then I want to go back to this horse. This horse hasn't won in quite a while, since at least 2014. This horse hasn't won. He actually ran in 2014 in Tokyo in the Tokyo Stone Stakes Grade 1 Group 1 race that day. This horse finished 16th by 35 lengths. So this horse ran this race last year. First start since that Tokyo run. This horse finished 9th by 10 3/4 lengths that day. But I think this horse should have a very good run here today. 4 to 1. Hopefully this horse can get a good win for this old boy. So gonna go with this one. So to recap my bets for race number 8, the Tisnow Stakes from San Anita Park, gonna go to the 6 horse. Gonna do a superfecta 6-2-7-3, 6-2-7-3. So now let's get on to race number 10. 10th race from San Anita Park is the 21st running of the Franz Valentine Stakes, purse $125,000. It's for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. Another race used to be run at Hollywood Park. One of my favorite races. Used to be run a mile 16th on turf. Now it's run at a mile, since they can't run the mile in a 16th distance at San Anita, which is pretty weird. I think they can, but they just don't want to. Mile. And my top selection is going to go to the 3 horse here. Number 3, Sheer Pleasure. Going to put this horse on top of Superfecta. Going to go 3-1-7-8. 3-1-7-8. But number 3, Sheer Pleasure. 7-2, Martin Garcia. Phil D'Amato. You better have a good day tomorrow. Last time out, this horse hasn't started since the Adoration Stakes at San Anita, mile 16th. This horse finished second by 2.5 lengths behind Beholder. Definitely was the second best horse that day. It was a little bit wide, but wasn't catching Beholder, who didn't even get any whip taps that day. Then San Anita 1 mile in the Dreaming of Summer Stakes. This horse won by half length. So it was stuck in the pace. It was very game, but really ran very well. This horse has had one start on the turf. That was back in 2015, early 2015 in the California Cup Oaks. Horse finished fourth by 2 3/4 lengths that day. Just got taken over for the third place finish that day. It wasn't the best start, but in this spot, I think this horse could really upset. I like I think this horse could really do well. Her last 3 races, she was facing a lot tougher with Beholder last time out. Not facing Beholder today. Watch out for this one. So to recap my bets for race number 10 from San Anita Parks to Franz Valentine Stakes, I'm going to go with the 3 horse. Going to do a superfecta 3-1-7-8. So good luck to all and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.